Good morning, it's Alan from SpinX Vitality. Here we are today doing spider guard and lasso guard movements. It's all about the movement. We know in spider guard, when one leg is up on the partner's bicep, the other leg is on the hip, you have a sleeve grab, you're going to rotate, look at your watch. Pull your opponent forwards by having a sleeve grab, turn, look at the watch. If your partner is sitting down on their heels, you're not going to sweep them. They have to be up and over so they're weightless. And all you do is lift your left leg up in the air, pull the right sleeve back, look at your watch. Look at your watch. The leg is bent to give power when you want to extend it. As you extend your leg on the spider guard up in the air, you're pulling back the sleeve. Your partner comes forward. They're virtually weightless. Look at your watch. Leg comes up. Look at your watch. Leg comes up. Look at your watch. Other side. Sleeve grab. Foot on the bicep. Look at your watch. Leg comes up. Look at your watch. Your training partner is sitting back on their heels. When you pull them forward by looking at your watch, they become weightless. It's a simple mechanics of the body. Here we go. Stay tuned for spider guard and following lasso guard. Make sure to hydrate whenever you train. Amino acids, water, and lemon. Delicious. Okay, I'm using a belt, a white belt, a jiu-jitsu white belt. You can tell by the black area. I'm simulating holding my training partner's sleeves. My feet are on the door frame. We have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. There are no excuses. Feet are on the door frame, simulating my training partner's hips. We'd be in close guard first, wrapping your legs around your training partner's hips. Open the guard, put your foot down on the floor, the other leg stays tight. The side you're moving to, my left hip, as in previous videos, will be coming out. I push with my left leg. So in other words, as a form of example, my right leg can be limp. No comment. And your left foot is either on the ground, knees in, on the ground, knees in, so your training partner can't jump over. If your leg is open, your training partner can possibly step over. Keep the knee tight. Keep the other leg on your training partner's back. What I'm going to do is put my foot on the door frame to simulate the floor because I'm a little bit off balance here. So what I do is I hip out to the left. My left hip comes out. I push with my left leg. And as an example, my right leg is limp. So normally it'd be over my training partner's back. For demonstration purposes, to train the muscle, train the movement, which is key for anybody in the Masters division over 30. I'm in Master 7, over 65. Here we go. Slow, you can watch it. You don't need to go fast. You can always go fast. Going slowly, make sure you're doing the movement correctly. You can understand it and you can see it. And as a byproduct, you can train slow in the form of what they call a flow roll. You can always go fast, you can always go hard, you can always beast out. But as my training partner in New York for 14 years would say, you don't have to train like a beast to beat a beast. Let me say that again. That is so important, and thank you for that. You don't have to train like a beast to beat a beast. You must train smart. Use your brain and everything will come into play. Here we go. One leg is limp that I'm not using to push out or hip out. The leg on either the mat or my training partner's hip is going to push, come out, come back. The leg is limp. Up, push out, come back. Push out, come back. Push out, come back. Push out, come back. Now we're going to set up the spider guard. It's very difficult to get the leg inside your training partner's bicep if your hips are squared. It won't work unless you're very flexible. And again, master's divisions, we're not going to assume we're flexible. So you want to create an angle. Everything in jiu-jitsu is an angle. That's how you get sweeps and effectively move. So create an angle. I'm going on my side, I'm pushing out. Now, all I do, I'll put my foot down, all I do is put the foot in and lift. I'm going to keep my knee bent because when I go and execute the move, I'm going to straighten it for the power. When you straighten it, that's a percentage of the move. Could be 50%, could be 40, could be 30, could be 70. Bent, foot on the bicep, curl your toe. Look at this detail. Curl your toe. Your hand, your foot is like a hand. I can place my foot on my training partner's bicep, but if I curl it, I've got more control. Foot is good, curling it is better. Hip out to the side using only the leg to the side you're going. The other one is limp. Up and out. Put my foot down. It would either be on my training partner's hip or on the floor. Bend your knee on the bicep, curl. You have play in it. When I hold the belt, it's simulating holding my training partner's sleeve. I'm in control. Sleeve, sleeve. Now, when you want to execute the move, we all know the foot can be on the hip, on the ground. There are several places. The main thing is my right hand also holds my training partner's sleeve. I'm going to look at my watch and pull my training partner off their heels, which they're heavy, I can't sweep them, into the forward motion where they're virtually weightless. Look at the watch. Look at your watch, straighten your leg out. 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 You can even create a different angle, higher up, and the training partner goes over easier. So, look at your watch, straighten. Look at your watch, straighten. Look at your watch, straighten. One more time. Look at your watch, straighten. Let's do the other side. Now I'm using my right leg to have my hip go to the right side. Therefore, my left leg is limp. Come back. Push out. Come back. Push out. Come back. Push out and come back. Now we're going to do the spider guard on the right side. So, hip out. Come inside your training partner's bicep. Curl the toe. Curl the toe. Foot on the bicep. Curl the toe. Curl the toe. Your feet, by the way, are hands. Don't think of your feet as feet. Think of your feet as hands. So once again, let's come in close. Simulate as much as possible with what we have to work with. Hip out. Create an angle. Get your foot in the bicep. Curl your toe. As you want to sweep, again, your leg will straighten out. Straighten. Straighten, straighten. As you straighten, you look at your watch, and once again, this is pivotal. I've had situations where I could not sweep my training partner, and my training partner weighed 150 pounds. I'm 189 pounds. What's wrong, Professor? I can't sweep him. Professor says, your training partner is sitting back on their heels. You're not going to pull them. You can't muscle them. Pull them forward off their heels so their chest is over your chest, and virtually they're weightless, and it becomes effortless. Left leg is limp, right leg is doing all the hipping out. Get your knee in, your foot inside your training partner's bicep, curl your toe. Now my training partner's sitting back on their heels. I'm not sweeping them. I have to pull them forward. Look at the watch. Look at the watch. As you look at your watch, straighten your leg out. Straighten the leg out. Straighten your leg out. Right now, they're sitting back on their heels going, ha ha, you're not going to sweep me, Alan. I go, really? Watch what happens now. As I straighten my leg, I'm going to pull my left arm back and look at my watch. Look at the watch. Look at the watch. What time is it? It's time to sweep you. Look at the watch. Look at the watch. Look at the watch. And there you go. That is Spider Guard. Stay tuned for Lasso Guard.